Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how you can get this pretty cool effect on your wood. If you notice the difference between the two, this has a lot of dark colors on it and it's got like dark spots. Well, what I did is I took the Behr paint and primer, I painted this, it's like a semi-gloss, and then I took some of the Valspar antiquing glaze and I went over top of this. And basically, to do the antiquing glaze, all I did was I took a little bit of the glaze and I just painted the entire thing. Now, I'm sure that you can use the Valspar's paint and the three-step process and get a more intense effect. I'm not really sure because I never tried it. I just had this paint and decided to try it with that. And then you just take a sponge or a rag and you wipe it off. And then you just keep doing this until you get the desired coat that you like. There it is without it, and there it is with it. And again, you can go over it as many times as you want in between drying processes. And they do have 3 steps with that Valspar that you can use. It's in theirs. And like I said, I just used this because I already had the paint. And it could possibly turn out better by using theirs. I really have no idea. So if you try it with theirs and you've done it, just leave a comment below and let me know if it does turn out any different by using theirs as opposed to mixing the brands of paint. And if you want a smoother effect, then I would definitely use a rag, not a sponge that's rough. I want a rough effect. So that's why I'm doing this. And I actually like how this turns out, and I don't really know if the camera is showing the detail as much as I'm seeing in person. But I'm seriously considering redoing my bathroom cabinets at home now that I've seen this effect. It turns out really pretty. It's kind of cool, the effect that you get. And it's so easy. It's such an easy process to do too. And it gives it a whole new look. And it looks so realistic. And again, like you can go back to the original side. And you can add some more to it if you like, once it's dry. And Dad says you can probably do this with a comb because years ago they used to do this antiquing effect using a comb. I didn't try that, but I guess that would give you a really intense look if you used a comb because it would leave a lot more lines and stuff in there. But there it is. And again, there's the back with nothing on it, and then there it is with the side. So check it out. If you decide to go ahead and make it, please share it with us on my Facebook page or email it to me. Either way, I'll get it. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment, question, or suggestion below. And if you've tried this with their brand and using all of their steps, please let me know how it turned out because I'm curious. Because like I said, I mean, I just literally just decided to do this because I had it. And I just happened to be in the hardware store today and I saw that and I thought, well, let me try it out. And then I started researching it and I was like, oh, well, people who are painting real furniture are actually using all 3 parts of theirs. But I was like, I'll just see how it works with the paint I have. And so far, I mean, I like the effect. Makes a big difference. And if you want to learn how to make this little shelf here, this is actually in the cabinet tutorial for the upper cabinets. So you can find it under the kitchen part in my templates on my website. And the video tutorial is there as well. Alright, well, thanks a lot for watching and have a great day. Don't forget to subscribe below if you want to see more. And if you want free tutorials or free DIYs or free templates, you know, go on my website for that. And if you want to be notified when I post new videos, don't forget to click on that bell because apparently now you have to click that to be notified. So have a great day and I'll see you next time. Okay, so here is another way to antique. Got a little bit of this antiquing glaze on this sponge, and I'm just kind of going across and all around on this. And you can add more or less. You can give it different areas, different techniques. The stuff I'm using is made by Valspar. It is the antiquing glaze. And then once I have it on there, I'm using a sponge to just kind of pull it back off, and I'm going with the green. And it gives it that antique look. And you can hit like the legs or whatever separately or together, and you can add more or less. Now on the doors, I'm just kind of using the sponge because I don't really want to get it too wet. However, if you need to get up in there a little bit, you can kind of just, by the knobs, if you've made the cabinet yourself, then you can actually do it before you put the knobs on there, which would be the better way to do it. Like with these ones, we made these ourselves. So we installed all of the doors and everything with that. But this one was one that was given to us that was already made, and that's what gave us the idea. In fact, this one we still need to attach the doors to it. But you may want to antique it before you put them on, just to save yourself some time and energy. But that's all you need to do. I'm going to try not to touch the side where it's wet, like I just did. And then again, you can kind of just do the sides. And you want to let it dry in between and add more effects later if you want it more of a darker grain or more of an effect. If you want more lines or whatever, just let it dry and then do it again.
You show them what it looked like before?
I started it before.
You're wiping it all off.
Okay, so then you want to have it like that and then just let it dry and then add another coat. And then continue that process on the doors.
But when you're wiping it all off.
Yep. You can't see it from there. Okay, so right around here on the knob, I need to get in there, so I got to use a paintbrush a little bit. And I'm just using an ordinary household sponge. To create my effect.
No.
This door doesn't open on theirs, so you can't really open it, but you can still get it on there just by painting it. And you need to just cut your sponge a little bit to get in the grooves a little bit more. So I don't have to fool with that big old piece of sponge on this middle door that doesn't open. I just went ahead and cut it. And I'm just going with the green again. And I'm not sure if you can see it, but this part is not done, but up here is. So you can see the difference in the coloring of it. And I'm just going to take this sponge and just kind of go right up in there, just to get it all up on those little spots that's narrow. Okay, and now for this part. Try not to have any big blobs like in the corners or anything like that, because then it'll show. Alright, I'm going to let this dry a little bit before I do any more, because I don't want to leave my fingerprints before I do any of the other part. And the back spot here and in here, I'm not really going to do too much because I want it to be lighter. However, I will do in here.
All sort of soaked in on it.
Okay, so then there it is there with that. And again, you can leave the back here like that, or you can do some gloss on it. And when it dries a little bit, I will add a little bit more in here to give it a little bit more contour. But other than that, I think it turned out pretty good. And I'll also do the feet, which you can do those just with the brush. You don't really need to do much sponge with that. But there's the bottom with no antiquing on it. And then there it is with that. So since I'm here, actually, while the rest of it's drying, I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of the bottom. Okay, so another thing I did, and it'll help you as well, because you don't want to put globs on here, is I put a spoon inside of my container, and I'm wiping it off as I'm going along just to get some of it off of there. That way it's not so excessive on the brush. You can see the back of that door is not done, as opposed to this as well. You do want to go with the grain, but for like areas like this, if you're pretty quick about it, you can get it on sideways and then put it on with the grain right after, and it'll be fine. And there you go. A nice antique glazed hutch.